Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and we continue with Wave 2 of the Transformers Titans Return Legend class figures. This is Ravage, apparently. Apparently. That's Ravage. And that's what I got to say about him so far. I am not going to lie to you folks, this is my third time trying to do this review because he is extremely frustrating. And I'll explain why. I'll explain why as we go through here. It should not have taken me 3 takes in order to do this. And I'm going to share it all with you when we take a look at this guy in all of his apparent glory in the latest GotBot True Review. Okay folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. And this is the Titans Return rendition of Ravage, and I don't dig it. I don't dig it. I wanted to like it. I even start off with a pretty good attitude toward him. But as I had to restart this video so many times, I am just frustrated with him. And I think you're going to be too, and I think kids are going to be. It is not a good Ravage. Let's start things off though on a positive note. I'm really bad at showing packages and collector cards and all that stuff, but here's Laserbeaks that I didn't show in his review. And it says that he's an interrogator, apparently. Here is Laserbeak's collector card. Actually, I like the artwork. I wish the red pieces on his wings folded out as much as they do here. Who knows, maybe in a Rat Bat repaint. And that's his tech specs. I'm surprised that the Fire Blast is as high as it is. I kind of expected that his speed was going to be a bit higher. Is it his speed? No, not his speed. His strength. I thought his strength was going to be a little bit higher. But if you're going to have collector cards, hey, give them a reason. I'm also going to show you Ravage's package. I'm not a big package guy, but there you go. And apparently he is a spy and can disrupt detection with an electromagnetic field. I didn't know that about Ravage before. Nice artwork on his collector card. No explosion's gonna get me. Right? No explosion's gonna get me at all. His tech specs, they're pretty cool. I would have thought that his speed would be higher for sure. His intelligence, I'm not really surprised. I've heard that Ravage is extremely intelligent. And this is the way we get him in package. His instructions don't start like this. They just don't. This is basically how we get him in package. So we're going to put him in his plane mode first. This goes out, this goes out. His foot goes out, and his foot goes out, and we flip down a little landing gear piece right here, and when you flip down the little landing gear piece, you put these out and you straighten out his little feet. That's what you get. It's not a very aerodynamic plane, but I appreciate the effort. I do. I really appreciate them trying to give these guys an alt mode to increase playability. So we're going to go from here to his tablet mode, and this is where the problems start to come in with this guy. These legs here, right here that I'm holding on to, they are the weak point of this guy because they are so fiddly. I feel like as you try and rotate these, we'll call them shoulder pieces around, I feel like things knock off of each other, and then you got to try and get these feet, and I'll get the wings up here out of the way. You got to try and get these feet to slot in here nicely, and the feet themselves always, for me, want to bend up. So we're going to try it here and see how it goes. We take this and we turn it, and you need to try and feed the foot in, and it's going to want to catch up on stuff. Because, see? And it's doing it right there. It's up too high and the foot bent. I would suggest to you kind of bend the foot a little bit forward in the hope that it doesn't get caught up and feeds through nicely. And And there you go, that's down. We do the same with the other foot. I don't see kids being this precise with it, and they're going to wonder why can't I transform this guy, as far as I'm concerned. And his foot came up a little bit right there. Man, is this frustrating. No. And of course, it doesn't help that I can't look at it closely because I'm doing this on camera. There. And that goes in like that. And then you fold down this wing, and you fold down this wing, and you fold up the landing gear back here. And you fold that in. And this is his tablet mode. This is what you get for tablet mode. Okay, that's what you get for tablet mode. It's okay. It goes in Soundwave's chest. I can dig it. I can see where it's coming from. This is updated. It's not really tape, but it kind of works. You know, it goes in the chest. It doesn't go in the chest of my representation of FOC Soundwave, but I can get the logic behind it. We're going to go into his last mode now, and we're going to try and do this quickly. Again, it's a pain to transform him. It just is. So we take the sides of the tablet, we bring it all the way back. We take the sides of the tablet, we bring it all the way back. These are going to end up being his feet, I guess. We start to bring out his shoulder pieces, I'll call them. And these should just go all the way around, but I feel like they knock into stuff and they don't go around nicely. I feel like you gotta move very gingerly to get it around, and you gotta do a lot of adjusting. We'll take his feet off there and fold this piece up and bring his hind leg down. There's nothing smooth with this. That's the problem. There's nothing smooth with this transformation. It isn't. There, I managed to get that piece around. We'll take this foot off and spin this up and bring down his hind leg, and I just popped the ball joint off there because stuff knocks into it. We'll bring that back. We'll bring this front one down, and then you reach under here and you bring out his head. And this is apparently his cat mode. It doesn't look how wide it is. I think if this gray plastic here was painted black, it would be better. I see what they were going for. I don't think it really particularly works well for a cat, a panther. Here's the FOC version. He's significantly bigger than that version. This was a great version either. I think the best version that we've gotten in the modern era is probably the version that comes with Classic Sound. Here he is with FOC Soundwave. Of course, he can't fit in them, but you know, you put him there and you put Buzzsaw here and you put Laserbeak over here. And I mean, they do look good together. They do. They look good together, and they look like a pretty swell unit, to be honest with you. So, paint apps. They're okay. I like the bit of an open mouth. I like the gold eye. You know, I can appreciate the bit of extra detailing that they put in. I'm going to give his paint apps about I'm going to give him about an 8. I think, like I said, that center mask should have been black. I think that would have helped things tremendously. His posability, playability, he's, you know, his wings move in plane mode, okay. He's a tablet, he doesn't do much there. His neck, you know, and his shoulders sort of move. His front paws, they can bend, and the very tip of the paw bends, and the back leg can go forward and backwards and bend at the knee a little bit, and the toes bend. It's okay. Posability, playability, to be honest with you, a lot better than what we got with the FOC. I'm going to give his posability, playability, again, for what it is, I'm going to give it about an 8.5. It's pretty good, but that transformation, I think the transformation is terrible. It's a 6 maybe a 6. I don't think that kids will have an easy time with it. It's not fun. It's frustrating going from all modes. If you're in for the leader class Soundwave, should you get Ravage? Yeah, I mean, come on, it's Ravage, and it's the one that fits in him. Sure, definitely. But do I think it's a great Ravage? No. Overall, his score is about a 6.5, maybe a 7. He is not a great representation. I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the engineering that went into it. I really do. They were trying to work some very interesting things here. It just, I don't think it came off the best in the end. Nevertheless, I didn't expect to get this guy this early. I appreciate getting him this early. Honestly, the only reason I got him is because of my dad, and I love the fact that my family is so supportive of what I do, and I love that you guys give me a little bit of your valuable time as well. So that said, I thank you for dropping by, and I look forward to the next time that we have a visit right here inside the videos.